Femi Akinwande. What type of... You say fitted as in black beanies or oldies? Okay.
Yeah, new era.
Yeah.
Got a
Why
crazy
hats
obsession.
though?
I don't even know. I'll be honest, bro. I don't even know what it is. I went to, where did I go? I went to Marbella like a few years ago.
Yeah.
And I met some American guy. He had the craziest collection.
Yeah.
So from there, I was just like,
of hats.
I need to get them. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Literally. So I just got like probably no whatever, like 30 hats, 30 fitteds, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy because you know what it is? The thing about hats, especially if you wear them too often, people think that you're bold. Like, I used to bang hats.
I get it all the time, bro.
People just think you're bold.
Because I work in schools, innit? Kids are like, let me see your bald head.
Yeah.
Take it off. I'm like, bro, I've got a full head of hair, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
crazy.
the joke don't run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to say?
I hear
But
it.
yeah, I just love fitteds right now, I'll be honest.
No, I respect it. To be fair, I'd say I used to bang hats. Now, I'd say I'm getting into it's fragrances and I'm trying to build up my kit game, man. Mainly.
I'm touch and go with trainers right now because I don't think there's nothing that is...
There's nothing new though. That's other than the Vans, of course.
Other than the Vans, it's... It is, I'm trying not to be too samey. Everyone's just dressing the same, innit? So I'm trying to just see what's new.
Yeah.
Not many people are on the Margiela flex yet. Unless you're a fashion head, you've been knowing about Margielas, do you know what I'm going to say?
Asking me, I know about that.
But you're clean, you know what I'm going to say? So you know about stuff that is like high fashion but kind of quiet, do you know what I'm going to say?
Is, the thing about Margielas, the reason why they're so good as well. Wait, would you ever wear tabbies?
100%, bro.
Yeah?
100%.
Cool.
Just the price range puts me off.
It's dumb.
Puts me off.
But there's things in China, there's patterns in China.
Hey.
Yeah.
See me, I'm not against if you have it cheaper somewhere, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because I was caught between two minds. We're living in the time where you're working hard buying the real stuff and someone's wearing the exact fake band. You're like, what am I doing this for? Yeah. Like, it's just, but it's just the way it is right now, isn't it?
It's pride.
Bro, big pride.
Yeah.
Big.
To say I've spent it. When you see it.
Jumps in to say,
you know.
Oh, at least I spent £700, but.
Yeah. But it's ridiculous when you think about it.
It's silly. It's silly.
They know what they're doing when it comes to prices.
100%, bro. Yeah. 100%. It's fashion in it right now, isn't it?
Air Force has gone up as well, man. Everything's ridiculous.
They're on sale right now, still flannels.
Is it?
£87.
For real?
Yeah, bro.
White airs?
White airs, bro.
Wow.
All the time yesterday.
Crazy. All right. I'll grab a pair. It's crazy because they had some in Costco as well for a bit.
Was that real though? Was that here or America?
No, here.
Okay. Like, I thought it was America.
Yeah, it was here.
Okay.
But they did black and whites, but I'd say the blacks, they weren't really selling.
No.
Yeah, but the whites.
Oh, yeah. White's always clean, innit? Yeah. Cocaine, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, man. But all right, cool. I got something. It's a bit of an icebreaker for you.
Yeah.
It's called Fragrance Roulette. Yeah. So the aim of the game is to provide me with a fragrance you'd wear according to the scenario.
Okay.
Yeah. So obviously you're a baller. So I want the first one is a League Cup final. You just got a last minute trim. You've just had a fresh car wash. And you've had your special 8 slices of toast with jam, which you do. What fragrance are you wearing? I
think we spoke about it off cam, innit? But Oud Maracuja, it's just clean, innit? Fruity. And you're just feeling fresh. Anything with a trim, you've got to go with a sweet fragrance, innit? Right. You know what I was going to say? And you said the car wash as well, so yeah. Yeah. Oud Maracuja for sure.
All right, cool. Next one, dinner date with the missus.
How Fetty for Halligan's.
Yeah.
Dark, candlelit dinner. Got a nice shirt on. Missus looking nice. Yeah.
Cold. All right, cool. Next one, wedding destination in Milan.
Oh. Joe Malone, Myrrh and Tonka.
What is that? You know what? I need to get into that one.
Yeah.
But that's another expensive one.
Do you know what it is with Joe Malone? Yeah. My sister, my brother-in-law had it at his as his wedding scent.
Yeah.
Bonkers. So I was like, I gotta get this.
Yeah.
It's just, it's smooth. Like, it's not loud, but people know you're wearing something nice, innit? So, but Joe Malone is coming up. You know, well, from what I know, I'm new to the game, innit? But it's a serious brand. Serious.
Cool. Daddy daycare duty with the kids.
For some reason, my daughter, she likes wearing Cairo from Penhaligans.
Okay, never heard of it.
Like, it's like a sweeter one, but anytime we go out, she's reaching in the box and I'm like,
that's what she wants you to
this perfume is £200. What are you doing? But that is the scent that we use in it together. But yeah, I'll go over that one, yeah.
So, all right, cool. Quick paddle session with the boys.
Paddle. I might just go with a Zara, ebony wood.
Yeah.
Cheap, cheerful. And you still smell nice, innit? Yeah.
Cool. So the next one is, I want you to spell. See, I'm not going to pronounce it because I can't pronounce it myself. But MFK, Mason Francis.
Yeah.
Kirkade.
Yeah. I know it's about, yeah.
I want you to spell that.
MFK. So what is it?
Mason Francis.
So I think it's MAISON FRANCIS.
Yeah.
KRU. Don't know why I got G in my head. GEN.
Yeah, you butchered it though.
Bro.
You butchered it. It's calm.
All I know is the MFK. We don't need to know the full name.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, cool. Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Spell it. JEAN.
Yeah.
PAUL.
Yeah.
GE. You lost me, bro. I'm lost. Yeah. I was on track though.
Yeah. Until you got to G.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll allow you. That one is GAULTIER.
Yeah, I was never getting that.
All right, cool. So the next one is to rank these 1 to 5. 1 being the best.
Yeah.
5 being the least.
Okay.
Right. So you have Reef 33.
Yeah.
You have Arabian Tonka. Chanel Blue. Why Sell Myself. And then MFK Oud Velvet Mood.
Off the rip, Oud Velvet Mood will go number 1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. You said Why I Sell Myself. 2. 333, right?
Yep.
3. Who else was there? You had Chanel.
Chanel Blue.
Chanel Blue, I'm gonna go last. I'm not really a fan of them.
Okay.
And what was the last one?
Arabian Tonka.
Arabian Tonka, yeah, 4. I've got it, but I'm iffy with it, man.
Is it?
Yeah, I feel like it's too strong.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. Kind of gives me the overwhelming, kind of sickening when I wear it. I don't know. Yeah, man.
Right.
Maybe I spray too much of it, but not the biggest fan.
How many sprays do you spray typically when you're spraying?
Just 3, bro.
Bam,
1,
bam, bam.
2, 3. That's it.
Wow.
Just around my neck. I used to do my arms, but then after a while, it's like, yeah, it's become
too much.
Yeah, too sticky and that. So just literally just 3 around my neck, bro. That's it.
Welcome to BLAC.studios. My alias is Jack.
Yeah.
Black Jack. But what BLAC.studios means is being legendary always costs.
Okay.
So to delve a bit deeper, for yourself, I want to delve a bit deep into your journey. Now, you're someone who started off at a local club called Docklands.
Yep.
Also known as Fisher now.
Yeah.
You had a 3-year stint.
Yeah.
From my understanding, scoring 100 goals in one season.
Yeah, man.
You then moved to Millwall Football Club from ages 7 to 16.
Yep.
You then fell out of love with the game.
Yeah.
If you can, perhaps maybe talk to me about that.
I literally talked to my friend yesterday about it, yeah. And I think for me, as you just said in my story, I missed a lot of my childhood, man. A lot of it was spent at football. Nobody knows, but I'd come home, say I finished school at 3 o'clock, I went to school in Elephant Castle. So I'd be on the first bus at maybe 3:05 to get back to Bermondsey, make it home about 3:45. And my mum's got my food ready and we're driving straight to training. So I never got the whole, Fem, come out and play. Fem, let's go. So when I got to 16, I was offered a scholar at Millwall.
Yeah.
But in the meeting, on the way to the meeting, my mum was like, do you even like football anymore? And I'm like, you know, it's the buzz goals, innit? You know, the love for the game when you wake up happy. I was waking up like, I just want to go full park, or I just want to ride my bike. You know what I mean? But so in the meeting, they offered me my scholar, and when I turned around and said, I don't want to take it, they were kind of like, it's every kid's dream. You know what I'm trying to say? But for me, the love of the game was taken out of it, man. And then being Nigerian, my dad's always on me. I could score 2 in a game. My dad said, Femi, there should be 4 or 5. And you're like, bro, let me just love the game. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that kind of took it away from me, innit? So I just literally, bro, stopped liking football. I can wholeheartedly say.
Do you feel like it at that point? Obviously, you're still young as well. So at that point, I'm assuming it felt like a job instantly then.
Yeah, because you're doing something called day release. So from year 10, because I was playing up, I wouldn't go to school for 2 days. So I would be going to school on Mondays, but then Tuesdays and Wednesdays I'd be with the under 18s, living like a pro. So you'd be doing breakfast, lunch, and more or less dinner at the training ground. You know what I mean? So it did feel like a job.
Yeah.
Like the enjoyment was gone. But the funny thing was, I was so good at football that I should have just seen it as loving it. You know what I mean? But as I said, I missed out on my childhood, all that traveling to training, and you kind of just miss out on the fun side of life, innit? At that age. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. And I guess during that time, at some point, you started playing for Dartford.
Yeah.
Right, for 2 years, which is where you mentioned you got a taste of what real football first team was like. Yeah. Right. I mean, you mentioned your first manager, Tony Berman.
Tony Berman, yeah.
And you said that you'll never forget him, despite how far you go, right? I mean, why was that such a critical part for yourself as a footballer?
I think going to Dartford was an eye-opener because I understood why people play football. There's obviously those that watch it might not understand, but part-time football are people that are playing football but also working.
Yeah.
So when you're in that environment, it's kind of Hunger Games. There's men playing for their mortgage. There's men playing for the love of the game. You know what I mean? So when I met Tony Berman, he was kind of selling me, Fem, for one, you shouldn't be here. You're too good to be here, but welcome to the real world. You know what I'm going to say? So I had to understand that I was training at night time rather than during the day.
Yeah.
Understand that I'm the youngest on the coach, so I got to make coffees. I'm the youngest in the team, so I got to train extra hard. Nothing will be given to me. And he told me that, Fem, you're good, but you're not God's, God's gift here. You know what I mean? Work for it. So I think that's why I'll never forget Tony Berman. He gave me opportunity when I was, 18 to play in the Conference Prem.
Yeah.
That was my first minutes of being a man. The moment I stepped on the pitch, I got elbowed 30 seconds into the game.
Yeah.
And the defender looked at me and said, what do you think this is? Get up, sort of thing. Yeah. And it made me a man, if I'm being honest. It made me a man to understand, welcome to the real world, Femi, and nothing will be given, everything is earned. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, man.
That's an interesting perspective because I guess a lot of people could have reacted very differently to that, right? Some people aren't fickle, or I guess they are fickle, in fact, and they don't have tough skin or resilience, right? So being able to almost shift your perspective, right? Because you're a prisoner to your own perspective. If you're not able to adapt to the environments you're in, then you'll get left out and you won't be able to grow. So that's impressive to hear. And from then on, you went to a football club called Malden and Tiptree.
Yeah.
Where you played one season, scored 14 goals in 18 appearances.
Yeah.
That's impressive stuff.
Yeah, man. That part of my life, I started to love the game again, man.
Yeah.
I think mainly because I knew, not in a mad way, but I didn't want to be normal. I didn't want to be a 9-to-5er. I was doing it at Dartford. I was doing jobs here and there, and I was like, this ain't it for me, innit?
Yeah.
So when I went to Malden, my mentality was literally, Fem, it's go time, innit? It's now, show people what you're about and go back to the game, innit? So every game at Malden I took as my last game. I can say to you now, blood, cutting my eye open.
Yeah.
But all I wanted to do was, Fem, go get that contract, get the contract. So my mindset then was just pure hunger, bro. I can tell you, no one was my friend in them times. It was just, there's bills to pay. And I want to go and make it. You know what I'm trying to say? So that time in my life, I was just going. You're training twice, I'm training 3 times.
Yeah.
You're doing gym in the morning, I'm going before you. You know what I'm trying to say? But that was a great time of football, man. Like, and I remember it so clearly because I just loved it then.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? And that point of my career was amazing, man. Yeah, but Malden Tiptree always have a soft spot in my heart, man, 100%.
And what did your relationships look like during those times? Because it sounds as though you were in a hiatus. You were locked in, you were focused, you were committed to what you wanted, the goal that you had. What shift had taken place around you socially?
Do you know what it was? Yeah, it was, I became a loner in terms of, I didn't like going out no more because I knew what I wanted. You know what I mean? So when it became, hey fam, what you free on the weekend? And obviously Maldon's in Colchester.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't come back to London. I would just stay in my digs at Colchester.
Yeah.
Go to the local gym.
Yeah.
And I had no car them times. So I'm just grinding. I'm walking like 30 minutes to the gym, headphones in, just thinking, fam, you know why you're doing this. You know why you're doing this. And truth be told, that's when I literally became like, I got into faith, you know what I mean? Big. I was like, fam, you spend all this time just chilling, read the Bible, you know what I mean? Or find out who God is, you know what I'm trying to say? So I spent that time heavy on reading, not even just the Bible, but books in general, you know what I'm trying to say? But that time, as you said, perfectly hiatus. I was in airplane mode. Everyone knew Femi's going to make it. Femi's at that point of, he's going back to the league, you know what I'm trying to say? And yeah, like it, obviously, as you'll say, it all worked out, man. Yeah. 14 goals in 18 games. It was just hungry time, man. Literally.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a blessing.
Exactly.
Do you find that people often don't have that level of resilience or that ability to lock in because there's so many distractions, despite many people dreaming, many people having goals, many people wanting to make it, especially in football. Not many people do make it, right? There's like 11 men on a pitch. Right? And what's the likelihood of 1, 2 of those becoming pro?
I think kids nowadays, me and my friends have this saying, team hungry. It's not just a saying, it's a mentality of, even though we're friends, let's push each other to be the best we can be. But I don't think kids nowadays have that. I think a lot of the time is, you're pushing me too hard. Or nah, that's chill, man, chill. Like, whereas back then, team hungry was, yo, you're running 10K, I'm running 20K. And nowadays, I don't think they really want it. I think they want it for the external factors of the cars and the watches and the lifestyle, not for the sake of, I'm taking mummy out the hood, or I'm giving to the greater good. You know what I mean? I.e. people that don't have what I have. Yeah. So it's like, where we're coming from, where we're all raised, it's dog eat dog. You know what I'm gonna say? So Team Hungry was created for the sake of, let's make it out. You know what I'm gonna say? So I don't think kids nowadays are the same, man. I don't think they want it as bad.
No, I agree. And funny enough, I mean, socially, you probably hear men are no longer the same. The aspect of men used to go to war, but I guess media has probably changed the dynamic in which we grow up as men naturally. But in the same breath, I think with what you mentioned your dad, right? Your father being around and present in trying to push you to do certain things. Yeah. I mean, has that played a part in how far you've come in terms of your ability to want to push on? Or
my dad wasn't really in my life. My dad left my house when I was 13.
Okay.
So I think that resilience is made from becoming the man of the house, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
You have responsibilities that you shouldn't have at that age, if I'm being honest with you. In terms of, how can I say, you turn 16, you get bursary, right? Light bills got to get paid. Your mum doesn't want to ask you, but you know the pattern in the house. So you don't... Me and my mum had this kind of relationship where it's nothing but love her to death, but she'll never ask for help. But me being a man in the house is, you know yourself, is if a phone call's made and something's asked, or you know that you can fill a gap, fill the gap. So I think my dad leaving my house at 13 kind of gave me this mentality of, fam, be stronger than everyone else, innit? Because there's people to look after. Maybe just my mentality. Yeah. Because obviously I'm the youngest of 3 sisters.
Okay.
Do you get it? So watching your sisters do things in the house that your dad should do, build you in a way that you never, I don't know if anyone will relate, but I was like, nah, man.
Yeah.
I can't watch my sisters do this, so fam, go get it. Or make it. Maybe not to the biggest level, but if I can take electric bill off my mom's hand, or gas or Sky, pay my way, you know what I'm trying to say? So I think my dad leaving my house done more good for me than anything, if I'm being honest with you, bro. It just mentality-wise. It might be, some people call it toxic.
Yeah.
Because maybe I'm not as emotional as others, but that's just how I navigate through life, innit? Yeah.
Nah, I respect it. Funny enough, we'll touch a bit on that a bit later, but I mean, you then signed a professional deal at Colchester United, right? Your first pro deal. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Right. Explain that feeling as a young man, you know, dreaming of the day you once or will become pro to then turning pro. Was it everything that you imagined?
Everything, bro.
Yeah.
It's funny enough, yeah, that morning that I got signed, yeah, I prayed, yeah, and it was a matter of like, I'm scoring all these goals, but God, like, show me the final thing. You know what I mean? Obviously, God doesn't work like that. But what I learned is that on the way, you're praying and it's like things are happening in the moment, but you're not understanding it, innit? But then the day I signed my deal, I'm like, I looked up to the sky and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
this is it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it happened so randomly. I walked into training that morning and I just got called to the room. No agent, not my parents, nothing. The CEO was there and my manager, and it was, Fem, how you feeling? And I was like, yeah, I'm good, you know, just ready to go. And literally just slid up the contract. And I looked at him, I was like, I literally said to him, like, this ain't real. This ain't happening.
Yeah.
But because me and the manager had such a relationship, he was like, he knew I was hungry. You know what I'm trying to say? He's like, Fem, it's happening. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he asked, do you want your parents here? And I was like, nope.
How come?
I'm so hungry to sign it, I don't want to have to ruin it. I don't want it to be a thing where we wait till tomorrow and it's like, Fem, we're not going to sign you no more. Nope. I said, don't worry, I'll sign it now. It's fine. My mum will see it on Sky Sports. I said, yeah. So I sign, whatever, do my pictures. And I call my mum. I'm like, Mum, going 4-1 right now. Yeah. Right now, going 4-1. And on the bottom of the thing in the yellow bar, Femi Akinwande signs. Yeah. Bro.
Wow.
Well, my mum's is ecstatic, bro. Couldn't believe it. She's like, come back to London. I said, nope. Now it's even now. Lock in time. Yeah. You ain't going to see me for months. Like, literally, but that feeling, I can't even explain it in words. It's just a matter of, it was amazing, man. Yeah. Amazing. You know what I'm saying?
What's that like? Once you've signed, right? I mean, I'm guessing you're around a few other people that are still playing football that want to sign or perhaps haven't signed yet. You know, guys at 19 are still trying to figure it out. Some guys are doing other things, whatever it may be. What's that like socially for you?
What, as in trying to stay with them or what?
The aspect of you're someone that's just signed a pro. You're in a different mindset. You want to lock in. You want to become this person that Femi Akinwande is supposed to be, right? But then there's probably people back home that are still living in the way that they're living or whatever it may be. Socially, do friends change? Do environments change? Or is it just the same?
Do you know, for me, I was so locked in that none of that bothered me, you know. I didn't even care about if people looked at me differently. Yeah. I think, as I said, back to the father point, I think because I was in such survival mode to make it, nothing other than my family mattered. So if you fell out on me because I made it, I can't help that, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you're not on my list of people to save. You know what I mean? So trying to navigate, I didn't really come back to the ends, you know, bro. If I'm being honest with you. Once I signed, it was more just, fam, isolate yourself even more. You know what I mean? You'll see them when you've made it, when you've properly made it. So trying to navigate friendships, I didn't really even try. Yeah. When you're that age, it's people are happy for you anyway. Yeah. So I didn't really feel a sense of hate or negative vibes towards you, but it was just more lock-in time, really. Obviously, you have your teammates, but as kids know, your teammates are not your friends. Yeah. Like, I learned that.
Your colleagues.
It's a job. Yeah. You know what I mean? So for me, you talk to your colleagues or your teammates, whatever, but other than friendships, I didn't really pay no mind to it, bro, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah. It was just lock-in time, fam. You done the first bit, you dipped your toe, but now get your whole body there. You know what I'm trying to say? So if I'm being honest, bro, I didn't really feel away for friendships, man. Yeah.
And what's that shift like from non-league football to now pro? I mean, mentally, physically, because you mentioned being elbowed previously to now, it's a different league.
Yeah, I think with non-league football, as I said, you have men playing with a heart on their sleeve to pay a mortgage, but now professionally, you have men that are playing for pride. You're not gonna run over me. You're not gonna physically get one over me. You know what I mean? But the professional game is more about longevity, and I think respect is what I learned. A lot of people want to play the game for apps in the game. You know, you see it every week. This guy's got 300 apps in the game or 250. And what I noticed is that when I play this for personal pride, you want to play this game knowing that I can say I played 50 games at League One or League Two or whatever it may be. But literally, yeah, man. I think the main thing was the physical demand. You're training every single day, and it's at high intensity. There's no non-league football. You're training Tuesday and Thursday nights. You go back into full-time football, and it's every single day of relentless work. If you're falling behind, no one's going to say to catch up.
Yeah.
Because you know there's a bar to reach, you know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, like the main difference is the physical demand, I'd say. You're traveling on Friday nights. If you don't play or you don't get enough minutes, you train Monday morning or you train Sunday morning. So the main difference, I'd say, is the physical demand on the body, man. Yeah.
And during your time at Colchester, you mentioned you barely got playing time, going on loan around about 3 times.
Yeah, man.
What does that do for your confidence?
It's going to sound mad, but because I knew I was so good, I didn't mind going on loan. I used the loan as a way to say, all right, cool. You want to throw me in the deep end, I'm going to swim. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? So I went on 3 loans and all 3 loans were successful. I scored goals. Each time I'd come back. Femi scored again. Yeah. Can I come back? No, not yet. Cool. Got another loan. I kind of use the loans as a way to just get back, really. I didn't ever see it as a downer. Of course, you're disappointed because you want to play. I think I played in League One maybe 4 or 5 times, I think. It's not enough, but I got a taste of it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So the loans for me kind of made me a man even more in terms of I didn't fail. I just now know what it takes, you know what I mean, to go and play League One. Yeah, man. And
coming back from loan, they said, you're not better than what's there, which is a tough pill to swallow. How does one bounce back from that? And what habits do you cut along the way?
That day I remember clear because looking back, it was such a bad thing that I'd done because I kind of have the ends mentality. The striker in front of me hadn't scored. So I went into the manager's office and asked, how is he playing over me if he hasn't scored, sort of thing. And he came back with that line of, I don't think you're better than him, more or less. For me, it was hard to take because I was grinding, man. Like I didn't see no other option but then playing in that first team. You know what I'm trying to say? So when I heard that, it was, in a way, a reality check because you start to think to yourself, hold on, am I as good as I think I am? Did these loans work out? Did they not? And you're like, let me take a step back and start to think of, okay, so what's happening now? But I'd be lying if I say it didn't knock my confidence because it did. No one wants to hear that you're not better than what's in the building when you think you are. But it did give me a sense of reality to be like, fam, just think about it and maybe there's things you can work on. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm not working hard enough. Maybe I'm not strong enough on my left foot or I don't read the game well. So it's kind of a check for myself to look inwards to be like, okay, so what can you work on? It's not everyone else's fault, fam. There's something that I'm doing wrong, if that is the case. But yeah, I kind of just like looked inwards, man, more than anything.
Yeah. No. Very, very important. I think introspective thoughts at that moment in time is probably more pivotal than anything. Being able to recognize what you're doing wrong, what you're not doing right, and what are the deliverables? Because I mean, I liken it, funny enough, to elements of sales to some degree where you have to recognize exactly where you can change what you're doing to close a deal. And closing a deal in your world is getting goals.
Scoring goals, paying bills, isn't it?
Right. And, you know, football's such a contact sport. You said during your time at Haringey Borough that, you know, you faced a lot of injuries, seasons were up and down. Curious, what injuries did you face and did you ever feel as though you wouldn't overcome?
I think I'd done my ankle ligaments when I was at Colchester, but because I was so hungry, I never healed it properly. Yeah. Literally, I was just...
Still playing?
Yeah. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I was still playing on it, hoping to get a new deal, which looking back was the worst thing to do. But at Haringey was more thing, that's when I started to party. You know what I mean? That's one thing that they don't tell you about football. When you're released, you start to find... what's the word? Things to make your life seem like they're still full. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I found partying. But when you party and don't rehab properly, it comes back to get you. Yeah. So you might think your body's okay, but it's not the same. You know what I'm trying to say? So when you think you're at full capacity, your body's saying it's not the same, fam. You know what I mean? So you strap your ankle, you think you're going to do this, but yeah, it just wasn't right. You know what I'm trying to say? My body wasn't right, but that's because I was doing external things, partying, not sleeping right no more, not eating right. You are just doing nonsense more or less. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, that was probably a point in I was fit for a minute, but then when you start to have one injury, a lot starts to break down with it. You know what I'm trying to say? Because the body's a motor, bro. If you don't look after it or service it, eventually little components are going to fall apart. You know what I mean?
Was that reflective of your mental at that moment in time?
100%, bro. And I think I like these questions because not many people are honest about it. Getting released isn't a nice place to be, especially when you haven't navigated the world properly. For those that haven't been in the full-time game, you're not looked after when you leave the game. So I've left and I have no CV. I've left and, as I said, I was isolated from my friends. So I've gone back to the ends and it's like, don't come back. Don't like, you're back now. So don't, you start to have them thoughts of, can I roll the man them still? Can I? Yeah. I didn't know how to navigate a job interview. Yeah. So you do little things and mentally you're not in a place of, because you still think you're a professional footballer, but you buy into the title rather than, hold on, I'm actually still Femi Akinwande. Yeah. But then when you're a pro, you say, oh no, I'm Femi Akinwande, the professional footballer. Yeah. So I think for sure the mental side of it takes its toll on you because you don't know how to navigate. You know what I mean? You think everyone's looking at you because you was this guy, but now you're no longer that guy. So I would say for sure your mental takes a toll and you kind of become this person that's acting, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah. Because you're trying to act like you're still that person and you're not, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, man.
And during that time, do you run towards God? Do you run away from God?
It's funny because that Haringey time was funny because I met one of my best friends now, Joe Newble, and he's very religious. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we'd have like a lot of conversations and it's like, oh, fam, like maybe read your Bible. And I was that guy, yeah, like, but I got released, man. God doesn't, So my relationship with God went downhill because I was blaming him for me not getting a new deal, but that was obviously the childish in me, but you start to think, hold on, I should have been running, if anything, to God, but I kind of took a step back because I'm like, he would never allow this to happen if it was. But we're talking in hindsight now. Of course, I should have ran to God, but you kind of deter because you think he would never allow this negative thing to happen to me if it was that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But then you realize it's always a journey, but obviously, shout out to Noobs for real because up to today, he's big in church and he's probably the main reason I got back into, you know what I mean, faith and stuff like that. Yeah, man.
That's nice to know. Shout out. What's his name? Noobs?
Joe Newble. Yeah.
Okay. That's good, man, because I'll be honest, it's a difficult thing when you've committed a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort into your craft and things don't necessarily go the way you like. Yeah. And of course, initially you're praying, you're trying to remain steadfast, but there's just things that are drawing you away, and naturally your faith dwindles, right? You become a bit weary during those times. Yeah. I mean, now what does that look like, right? You know, when there's days that aren't necessarily working in a way that Femi would like them, or perhaps it's not as ideal as you'd like it to be. What does that look like today?
See, nowadays, I just kind of wait on God, really, you know. I don't really... Cool, we all make plans, but plans don't always go to, you know what I mean? We can say we're meeting at 7 and we meet at 7:10, or, you know what I mean? But I think with life and the way I navigate it now, I don't really take any day too seriously, man. Because God's always got something else up his sleeve, innit? We always think, oh yeah, this is going to work out, but ultimately it's him that will decide, innit? So days for me, I'm overly always a happy person because I always see my missus always tells me, oh, you always trying to see the brighter side of life. You know what I'm trying to say? And I think that sums me up, innit? I'm always on the edge of, actually, now something good will come from this. It might be bad now, but something good can come from it. And yeah, that's just how I navigate with God right now, man. I pray, I thank him for life in general, because just being able is enough for us. You know what I mean? I think we always underestimate the fact of just being able is enough. We've woken up today, we've gone to work, we've linked up at the studio.
Yeah.
Not many people got the opportunity, you know what I'm trying to say? So I navigate most days just trying to be grateful, man. If I'm being honest with you, man. Literally.
That's
man.
Beautiful. On the 31st of December 2024, you said you're entering your new year with God. Why is it important that you start with God?
I think for me, it's a new chapter, man. It's a fresh chapter. I think I used to be the one that would party into the new year because I thought it was cool. Don't get me wrong, everyone's each to their own.
Yeah.
But I think church and God allows you just to have a fresh perspective on the year. You know what I mean? You're praying forward for what you want or what you want the year to be. So I think for me, there's no other place I should be other than spending it with God, you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So that was just major for me, innit? And I made sure everyone went, my whole house, my mum, my missus, my kids, everyone got dragged. Yeah. Because fresh house, just fresh mindset, everyone can just go clean, you know what I mean?
Okay. And I mean, speaking of relationships, what role would you say God played in the man that Femi Akinwande is today?
I like that question still. I think the biggest part of it, you know what I mean? I think everyone goes through trials and tribulations, but the older you get, you realize that God allows you to somewhat struggle or somewhat go through these things because he's planting something in you that eventually will grow into who you are today. Yeah. You know what I mean? So the man I am today is because of not getting a contract at Colchester or going out party thinking it was the right thing and it wasn't. And you meet certain people, you face certain things and it more or less molds you. But you realize that at 30 years old now, them things had to happen for me to be who I am today. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think God plays a pivotal part in who I am today. You know what I mean? If God knows where I would have been if I did get a new contract at Colchester on £5,000 a week. Would I be here today? Would I be living a mad life? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that's just the perspective I have on life with God right now. I think He's made me who I am, and I had to go through certain things to now be who I am here today. You know what I mean?
And, touching on that last bit, you mentioned the quote unquote typical lifestyle of a footballer is known to be a bit, flamboyant, luxury, relatively exclusive. In 2023, you stated, you're humble enough to know you're not better than nobody, just different. In a world and a sport that is driven by, competitive nature, how do you remain humble?
I think learning from those who failed before you, if I'm being honest. Being from the ends, you see a lot of people that you assumed would make it to the top and they didn't. So I kind of use their stories as fuel to know that you can be up tomorrow, you know what I mean, and down the next day. So I think that's the main reason why I stayed humble, because God can take away what He's giving you in an instant. You know what I mean? I think we always think that your highs are going to be the highest of highs and they'll never go, but life will show you and God will show you that if you don't appreciate what you got at the top, at some point I'm going to have to kind of show you what it's like at the bottom, you know what I mean, just to keep you humble. And I think being released from Colchester was maybe that point of me where He was like, you kind of took your foot off the gas. Because I can say I was still hungry, but was I as hungry? I signed and I might take my foot off the gas a little bit. I went from going to bed at 9 o'clock to going to bed at 10:30. I went from going gym in the morning to, no, I'll go later on. Yeah. So I do think that being humble in the game does keep you in the game longer than you think, because you see who's failed before you, so don't make their mistakes. You know what I mean?
And what would you say is one scripture or one Bible story that's pierced on your heart?
Do you know what's mad? Let me get my phone. I literally kept it for you today, yeah?
Yeah.
And surprisingly, someone even tweeted it. Okay. Hold on, let me even get it on my thing. I always struggle to say this. The Elysians, I always struggle.
Was it?
This one.
Oh.
I always struggle with this one, bro.
What's it? Is it Thessalonians? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what's mad? Yeah. So that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, what's mad about this verse here is when I was in Colchester, my mum sent me this verse because she was like, "You're living away from home. Don't get ahead of yourself." Yeah. So it's make it your goal to live a quiet life, minding your own business and working with your hands. Then people who are not believers will respect how you live. So when she sent it to me, I was like, what's this woman doing, man? Let me just, you know what I'm saying? But as I've got older, I started to realize that I'm a lot happier now. I live life just with my family and I just kind of put my head down and cut through, you know what I mean? Yes, I'm on social media, but nobody knows my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So that verse is mad. It came out today on my Twitter. But because my mum sent it to me when I was like, I didn't understand it then. But she was just saying, Femi, keep your head down and work. You know what I'm trying to say? So that verse, I literally screenshot it because I knew I thought he was going to ask something like that. So I kept it. Yeah. So
no, respect.
That probably,
that's a beautiful verse.
Yeah, that probably is what I've come to learn, that when I wasn't working, I got released from Colchester. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, if I kept a quiet life and I just kept working, God knows where I would have been. You know what I'm trying to say? So when mum sent it, then I was like, oh, she's sending me. But now I've got older, I'm like, oh, that's what she meant. Let me keep your head down and work. Stay with God and work. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, I knew he was going to ask me, so I kept that verse there.
No, impressive. And as a believer, the world will try to, I guess, paint Femi out in every kind of light. Right? But when you face yourself in the mirror against Jesus, what do you see? What type of man are you?
I think we all make mistakes, innit? I've done things that everyone's done, innit? But I think I'm just trying, man. I think he sees that I'm trying, ultimately. You know what I mean? We all have phases where we might make mistakes and stay in a rut, but I think he ultimately sees I'm trying to be a better person. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be a better dad and I'm trying to understand myself a lot more. You know what I mean? I think when I look in the mirror, I think he sees and he's like, okay, this guy's trying. He's not got it perfected, but he's trying. I'm trying to read my Bible more. I'm trying to bring people to God more. Regardless if it seems in this day and age, you're a Bible basher or you're this and that, which I got a phone call the other day and someone was like, you don't fit the narrative of someone that loves God. And I'm like,
what is the narrative?
What is the narrative here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they say, oh, you do content and you do this, but I don't understand. Can't you do content and push the word of God? I don't know. It's not a matter of you have to live a certain way to push God. No, we're human. You know what I mean? It's you working what you're working, I work what I'm working, and we love God the same way. We're both on different journeys with God, but we love him in our own ways. So when I look in the mirror, I'm sure he sees someone that is actively trying to get closer to him and be a better person in general. Yeah, man.
No, perfect. And Femi, you're not just a footballer or a man who loves fashion and his faith. You're a father to, I know you have a daughter.
A daughter and a son, yeah,
and
man.
a son.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
In fact, you once said, fatherhood has been an extraordinary journey that has transformed your life in countless ways. The bond you share with your little girl is profoundly unique, rooted in love that is both fierce and tender. Hearing that, how does that make you feel?
Soft, man. You see me, I'm the kind of guy, I'm not on this whole, men gotta be, my daughter made me soft, man.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of love. It's the kind of love that I can't even explain, bro. It kind of makes you like, just soft, man. You know what I mean? I think I see my daughter as just the love of my life, man. My missus will hear it and be like, oh, I think she knows, man. Like, I think my daughter was born prematurely.
Yeah.
So we was in hospital for 3 months with her, bro.
Wow.
She came out weighing 940 grams. Like, bro, you could hold her in this hand, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we saw her in an incubator. Couldn't really hold her. It was the COVID times, innit? So my daughter's made me a strong person, man. You know what I mean? So I think anyone would know that Milan is my heart, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the love I have for my daughter is extraordinary, bro. It's out of this world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just saying it makes me smile, I'll be honest. But it's amazing, man. Yeah, man. Hearing it is amazing, even just to say. Yeah, man.
No, that's beautiful. I mean, it's one thing, obviously, being a father, but being able to I guess get through such a tough time at the beginning of that. How did you manage to cope with her being premature? Because I'm actually premature. I was born at 6 months.
Oh, see?
Yeah,
man.
And I was in incubator as well. But I think, and that's the reason why I'm not 6 foot. But it's interesting because I remember when I speak to my mum. I mean, her pregnancy entirely was just rough anyway.
Yeah.
But you know, as a man supporting your partner through that, the difficult times of pregnancy, then obviously getting through, you know, her being premature. How was that? How did you cope?
That time was probably for my mental weak, man. But I had to stay strong for my missus, innit?
Yeah.
And I'm still working, so I think these times I'm still playing ball. But nobody knows that my daughter's come because it was so unexpected. So I'm trying to navigate to go work, go hospital straight after. I didn't even go home. We was in there for so long. We had a room in the hospital.
Wow.
So, and because it was COVID, my mum couldn't come. Her parents couldn't come. My sister, her siblings. So I had to stay, even though I was kind of breaking inside because you never know day to day what the doctor's gonna say.
Yeah.
I had to put on a brave face for my partner. You know what I'm trying to say? And she tells me now, like, why didn't you tell me? But we got through it, innit? You know what I mean? I stayed strong and whatever, but I think that's why my love for Milan is so strong, because I watched her grow more time in the incubator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? And I think I just had to put on a brave face for my partner to understand that, yo, you're crying right now. It's not your fault. It's just where we are right now. What can I do to aid you or help you during this time? You know what I'm trying to say? So if I'm being honest, it was a very tough time, man. Obviously, as your mum said, it was, I mean, she probably went through the same thing, but having a premature child is scary, man.
Yeah.
You don't know what the doctor's going to say from Monday to Tuesday. Infection rates are high, so you can't really touch them. And because it was COVID, you're just like...
Very cautious.
You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, man, it was tough, man, navigating that, being strong for my partner, for myself. I'm seeing my mum and she's like, how are you? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool, man.
Yeah.
But deep down, I'm sitting down and I'm like, yo, God, what's the doctor going to say to me tomorrow?
Yeah.
When can we take Milan home?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it was a tough time, I'll be honest. Tough time. But I had to just stay strong in it.
It's interesting because a lot of the things you've mentioned as well is reference to, you know, staying strong. Right. And obviously you're a man.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, reality is it's hard out here.
Hey.
It's hard. It's
tough,
not easy.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you pray. But, you know, do you connect with friends during that time? Do you journal? I mean, how do you keep yourself sane? Because it's really not as easy as, you know, just
shrugging it off. Yeah, it's not, bro. You're right. But I think as men, we all got our own vices, innit? What helped me during that time a lot was gym.
Okay.
If I'm being honest. Not the most conventional thing, but I'm in the gym playing gospel, innit?
Yeah.
It's a matter of, it's what gets me through the session.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I play music here and there, but that time is gym and prayer was my main vice to go to. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm in the gym just running for the sake of running.
Yeah.
For like an hour on the treadmill, but I'm so zoned out, I don't even realize
you're running for a long.
You know what I'm trying to say? I'm just going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm lifting weights that people say is not healthy for a footballer.
Yeah.
But you're just trying to lock in. You know what I'm trying to say? But
that's what this guy says. He doesn't want to lift weights. So.
You know what I'm saying? They're each of their own it, but yeah, that literally gym and prayer was my main thing that gets me through being strong in it. My mum says I'm always in survival mode. Is it healthy? Is it not? I'll never know because I've always navigated in survival mode.
Yeah.
In my mind, there's always someone to save. It might be negative because when do you save yourself? But in the moment, I don't matter right now. I've got kids, I've got a missus, I've got a future to plan for. Don't get me wrong. I might come off this pod and be like, fam, take time for yourself. But right now, I'm in such a mode of there's mouths to feed and there's bills to pay and I got to get things done, innit?
Yeah.
But to your question, gym and prayer was my main vices, bro, of getting through tough times, man, if I'm being honest. Okay. Yeah, man.
And how does that journey from having Milan differ with your son?
I think with my son, it was more a conversation. My mindset was more, I've got one child I can navigate to. And we were both in the headspace, so we understand each other now, innit? When you have your first child, you're just trying to understand, how's this person when they're moody or when they're tired, how do they navigate? But I think you get through that stage once you've had a child, and we understood it. So my son was a lot more stress-free. It was a very good pregnancy, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was no complications, thank God. And he just came out with no dramas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So navigating that was more, I went through kind of the worst experience with Milan, but she's a blessing. But my son was a stress-free experience, and he's a blessing also.
Yeah.
So my son was a lot more easier to navigate. You know what I mean? Yeah. And my missus was healthy, happy. And that during the pregnancy, that was my main thing.
Yeah.
Actually happy and healthy. And I prayed on it. Nothing else can really get in between this. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I guess there's things you learn from the first.
100%. Right? And then 100%.
When it comes to the second, you're more prepared.
Yeah, man.
Be equipped. Fair enough. And I mean, earlier on, you touched upon your relationship with your dad. You mentioned he left at 13.
Yeah, 13. Yeah.
Right. I mean, you're 30 now?
30 years. Yeah, man. I know I look 24, but yeah, 30 years old, man.
I'd be curious to understand a bit more about what that does for you as a 30-year-old now, and how that translates into how you operate as a father.
I think it makes me operate in a space of not making the same mistakes. Obviously, we never know what each day will bring, but in terms of letting my kids know that I love them, I don't know if your dad done the same with your mum, but my mum always made sure she told me she loved me, but I didn't really hear from my dad. They might say in other ways of, you know you're my son, innit? Yeah. But what does that like what does that mean? You know what I mean, in African household. So
yeah,
I make sure that I let my kids know that I love them every single day. You know what I mean? For me, I'm not a sucker in it. Like I love my child in it. It's not a matter of my son's got to be this and that. My daughter, no, I love my kids wholeheartedly. You know what I mean? So I think I navigate in a way of just letting them know that I love them. Any little thing, I'm proud of you. You know, you know, anything you need, I've got you. Like Milan's 4, and every single night she'll be like, "Dad, like, you love me. I love you, man. I love you so much." Hugs, and if anything, I spoil my daughter. Everyone will tell you anything Milan wants, Milan will get. You know what I'm trying to say? But I think my dad leaving showed me that whatever love that I didn't feel at 13, my kids will never go through that. You know what I'm trying to say? So I make sure wholeheartedly let my kids know that I love them. I might even squeeze Milan harder than I should, but I love you. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think my dad leaving kind of taught me that, just show your kids that you wholeheartedly love them. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a lot of my friendship circle, their dad's left the house, innit? But I think for me, I'm trying to change the narrative of, let your kids know that you love them and you're not going to make the same mistakes. You know what I'm trying to say?
And I mean, you mentioned something there with a lot of men, right? A lot of men, a lot of my guys as well don't necessarily have their pops around and stuff like that. If they do, I'm like, bro, like,
wow, that's sick,
Dad, do you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Do you guys ever connect on that or speak about that in your circle group? Do you ever speak about that?
We have, but it's everyone's kind of shy. Everyone's trying to just be like, I'm okay, innit?
Yeah.
It's men being men, innit? Yeah. But a few of my friends is kind of like, yeah, man, like, forget that guy, man. He's da-da-da-da-da. But truth be told, every man yearns for the love of their dad, innit? It's nature. You know what I'm saying? Your mum loves you, but what if my dad was in my house? Or what if... I think the question we always have between each other is, would you have made the same mistakes with your dad in your house? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Would you have taken that car out on finance without someone reading over it? Would you have taken that phone contract out without your dad being there to oversee it, or just say, no, don't do it? So I think when we talk, we always talk about the what ifs your dad was in the house. Would you have more savings in your account if your dad was in your house? Would you have to survive like you do now if your dad was in your house? We don't know. But I know that my friends with dads learn things a lot earlier than me. See me, I had to make mistakes to learn. Their dads were telling them, don't take that car out. Let's go to Car Giant and buy you a car. So I'm trying to say, so little things, don't take that loan out because I made the mistake when I was younger. So I think with my friends, it's always the question of what if your dad was in your life? would you make the same mistakes? Whereas we're having to mess up and go through the nonsense to understand, yo, son, don't do that, because you know what I mean. So I think we never talk about the impact it had on us. We just talk about what if your dad's in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think we, as men, should have a space where we talk about, yo, like, why did my dad leave my house? Everyone makes the excuse of, maybe your mum done this, but a phone call is a phone call. You know what I mean? So, and I think more time we're just disappointed in our dads, man.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know if you went through the same thing, but I learned how to drive without my dad. I signed my first professional contract without my dad.
Yeah.
I had my first child without my dad in my house. I took out my first car finance, my first phone contract.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think I went through so many things a man should go through with his dad without a dad, that you understand that I got through it, innit? But only what if?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? But I do think a lot more of us should talk on what life is like without a dad in your house.
No.
Yeah, man.
I can relate to that. I can relate to that a lot. Like, there's times where I think just the basics, like first bike, do you know what I mean? Driving lessons, even speaking to girls.
Simple stuff, bro.
Just learning the basics, right? Even like changing the tire, whatever it may be.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's things that you almost skip out in life, and you have to almost play catch up to some degree.
Exactly.
And some of them have long-term effects as well.
A lot, bro.
Yeah.
And I think people don't understand the emotional effect it has on you.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Because you're trying to, how do I explain it?
Trying to figure out being a man.
Exactly. You're trying to understand, the way I'm feeling, is it normal? Should I be angry in this moment? Should I be sad?
Yeah.
Damn. What if your dad was there to hug you in moments of anger, and you're like, maybe it's okay to feel angry in this. Hence why in our community we have so many angry young men, bro. Because they don't know how to navigate. You're upset as a man and your mum saying, it's going to be okay. Shout out to mums. Mums are amazing.
Yeah.
But in certain scenarios, you need your dad's touch to be like, yo, feel that way. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you're angry. Be angry. You know what I mean? Shout at me. But I think a lot of men, we don't have a dads in the house, so we're shouting at people that don't even deserve to be shouted at. But we can't navigate it, bro, emotionally.
Yeah.
So, for example, my missus might say, you don't have to communicate when you're upset. But I had to survive.
Yeah, same.
So when I'm upset and things are not right, it's a matter of, okay, that's gone wrong. How to resolve it?
Yeah.
But with a missus, you're like, okay, sorry I done this.
Yeah.
Why do you feel like this?
Yeah.
But she's like to me, you just don't. I'm like, it's just me, innit? I'm
learning.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Take time in me. Like, but if your dad was in your house, you would understand, I'm angry for this reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or he will say, you don't need to be angry about this. Talk to me. Who do you talk to? You're trying to survive. You're trying to look after your household. There's no one to tell you that, yo, I don't feel right today, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the time it's trying to navigate your emotions and balance it, bro. Hence why in our community, young men are angry, bro.
They're very angry.
Very angry, bro.
Yeah.
And then we use vices of alcohol and
drugs and...
You get it?
Yeah.
It's just a merry-go-round, bro. And I think your dad leaving your house does a lot more damage than we realise, but we'll only know when we grow up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
man.
And if you had one message for your dad right now, what would it be?
I don't know, you know, that's a deep question. It'd probably just be, why didn't you call me, man? You left the house first, but you could have called, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, my sister's still chat to my dad, innit?
Yeah.
That's their thing, innit? But as I said, I'm just kind of disappointed in him, bro.
Yeah.
I think now becoming a dad, I'm disappointed in him.
Yeah.
Like he might, if it comes up on his TikTok or Facebook or whatever, he might, but you just think it's more disappointment than upset, bro. At the fatherhood stage I'm at now. You know what I'm trying to say? So maybe should have just called me, man.
Yeah.
That's it, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I'm in a phase where I'm trying to reconcile. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I haven't picked up the phone and text him.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to pluck up the courage and I'm talking to God like, do I give him grace or...
Yeah.
Because my sisters are saying, Fem, give him grace, man. Do the people mess up? But I got to get my head around it first, innit? Before I take that next step, I'll be honest. But it might make me feel lighter talking to him.
Yeah.
Or telling him, yo, I feel like you messed up, and maybe not be his friend again, but at least I've bridged the gap of, you know what I'm going to say? Yeah, man. But yeah, for sure. Maybe just should have called me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's if it's any help, one piece of advice I'd give you is I'd say give it a go, because for me, I had that exact same feeling, and then my dad died.
Okay.
So I thought about calling him, connecting. He got the ports. I was gonna try to get him to come over here, build a relationship with him. And during that time, I'm mentally, building up the courage to do this and come to him as a son and have these conversations. It's too late.
That happens, isn't it? Yeah.
So I mean, if it's anything, I'd encourage you as another black man to another black man, maybe give it a go. Obviously, it's in your own time, but it's a lot more difficult. But now I'm having to deal with like the what if I did it sooner, right? And
damn, I should have,
forever, really. So, if it's anything that might help, I recommend that. But
thank you, bro. Yeah, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm praying on it, man. Honestly, I'm trying, but hearing that more, I'm more like, okay, I might just even send a message tonight, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, it's Femi. How are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? See how it goes, innit?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But Femi, it's been a pleasure.
I appreciate it, bro.
It's been a pleasure. Of course, guys. A man of faith, a man of fashion, a father, and a footballer. We have Femi Akinwande. So it's been a pleasure, man.
Appreciate
Thank
it,
you very much, bro.
Love, man. Honestly, thank you.
And signed up, BLAC.studios, man. Come on.
Peace.
Peace.